All right, all right, fine. I'll be a gracious host. How you doing?
Little Mermaid is the scariest Disney movie by far, though.
Why the hell is Ace Blade in your Kickstarter?
Some comics. I'm getting controversial today. We're gonna get controversial today with.
My proudest moment is this interview and being able to talk to you two.
All right, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions proudly brings to you the Four Tales podcast. I'm your host, Kyrun Silva from Taurus Comics. Across the way is a lavender lover of Ace Blade, Denny J. Quick. And together we are your two award-winning blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and a host of other programs. So if you're listening or watching us live, thank you for your support. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast, because all your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience. Today, we have no guests. We were supposed to have a writer, pop culture reviewer, and producer, but I have no idea. So it's just Danny and me. So if you are listening live, definitely talk to us in the comments. And hey, if you want to join us, let me know. I'll send you an invite real quick, and you can join the conversation. But
yeah, somebody jump on in here. We would love to. And me and Kyrun can talk for hours if y'all want.
Sure.
But let's have some fun with it, man. How you been doing?
I'm all right, man. But I do want to go back to what we were talking about before the show started. You were talking about you're building an escape room at the shop, and it's connected to your villain coming up. So let's go back into that, because you brought up that your villain is very inspired by one of my favorite villains, the Riddler.
Yeah.
So that's my top 5 right there.
The Riddler was definitely one of those. So I hadn't told anybody yet. So this is an announcement. This is Team Spoiler Alert. Kyrun has officially taken over Team Spoiler Alert. I told him in the privacy of our group chat.
There's no privacy here.
Of pre-recorded, off screen, not live. But yes, we are building an escape room here in the comic studio. So, the goal is to bring people in to give them an experience that they can connect to the comic book characters, Ace Blade, King Supreme, Lumberjacks, and all these wonderful villains and stuff that we have fun making and creating. And that's what my last 2 weeks have been. That's why I haven't been posting as much. I kind of been building this wall in here and building a little room and designing puzzles and stuff like that. It's been kind of fun. Me and my wife are have been doing pretty much most of it all ourselves. So we're having fun with it, man. It's gonna be kind of cool.
Now, are you building a 4th wall?
Yeah. Technically, no.
Oh, damn it! All right.
The 4th wall was always there. So we built 3 walls. We built 3 walls, but right. The concept is still the same. You will be walking into the 4th wall, and through, and you will enter the universe. So yeah. But yeah, this is a new villain that some of y'all may have seen. I posted. What's up, PJ Tattershaw was in the building. He's a nice. He's got a nice couple of stories that he's been working on. He sent me some previews. So hopefully we can help him out creating those. But the escape room. That the villain that I posted about last week, Eureka. She is going to be kind of my Riddler Jigsaw, type of villain.
Whoa. So you won't have people like cutting off limbs, or
no. She's definitely more Riddler than Jigsaw. But the type of that leaves clues, and they want you to figure out the case or whatever. She has a compulsion to solve crimes. It's all rooted, like most villains, it's all rooted in a past trauma that she has, a mystery that she's trying to figure out. But I think I always loved Riddler. Jim Carrey Riddler is one of my favorite interpretations of that character. I know people hate that movie. Well, that was Batman.
Okay, so Danny is no longer part of the show to bring up the Jim Carrey Riddler. That is ridiculous. You gonna disrespect the Riddler? Like, no, don't. No. We're gonna give Danny one more try. Okay, all right.
The Jim Carrey was iconic as the
No,
Riddler.
oh damn! See, no, we are not going to do that today, Devil. We are not going to do that today. Do not put Jim Carrey. No, there are so many iterations of the Riddler that are better than Jim Carrey. Let's try one more time.
Who's your favorite Riddler then? Who's the best Riddler? The most recent one, the Robert Pattinson Riddler?
Actually, I have not seen the Batman yet, so I don't know. I know as far as that Riddler, I don't know, but it's definitely not Jim Carrey. The 60s Batman Riddler was actually very close to the comic book Riddler. Dope iteration. But my favorite is going to be the animated series Riddler. He was all with the suit. He was decked out. He was cool but quirky. That's the best Riddler.
He was too cool though. Like he was definitely cool. Yeah. I don't know. I think the Arkham Knight series, the video game Riddler was kind of cool.
Okay, there
I
you
like
go.
Riddler.
See, there are so many options that you could do outside of Jim Carrey.
But Jim Carrey's Riddler, bruh, like
was associated as one of the worst Batman movies of all time.
That's not his fault. It's not his fault that that people didn't like the movie. It's not his fault. He was the best. He might have been. I don't know if he was the best part of that movie. That was.
Tommy Lee Jones was pretty good in that movie, though.
Who?
As Two-Face.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones did his thing, but again, that was the same version of Two-Face. Like that was a.
Yeah.
We don't have to argue. We don't have to argue. I liked it. I like Jim Carrey. I don't think I've seen Jim Carrey in anything that I didn't like. The Truman Show, The Cable Guy is probably bottom 3 Jim Carrey movie. But still, it was enjoyable at the time. At the time, it was enjoyable.
Okay. I will agree. Jim Carrey is a phenomenal actor for what he does, and there aren't a lot of things I can think of off the top of my head where I've been like, I did not like him in this.
Yeah,
but that Batman movie was definitely the worst.
No, man. We're doing top 5. Our top 5 this week is top 5 perfect films, and a Jim Carrey led movie is probably gonna make my list.
I'm trying to think of what it could be based off of knowing you. I know it's not Truman Show.
It's not one of the comedies though, huh?
I know it's not Truman Show. It can't be Truman Show.
It might be. Truman Show is a great film, bro.
It is, but a perfect movie though.
You don't think so? You don't think that could qualify?
I don't know. I don't. No.
The commentary, the casting, like the slow psychosis that he built, through the character. Come on, that movie was great. I mean, like it was, especially for him, like at the time that he was at the height of his comedic career. Demolition Man was a good one. Demolition Man was a really good movie.
Was Carrey in Demolition Man, or were he just saying that Demolition Man was a good movie?
Probably. Okay. No, that was Wesley Snipes and
Sylvester Stallone, right?
Yeah. Demolition Man is very top tier movie. I don't know if it's gonna make my top 5, but it's
okay. Our standards are really low for saying Demolition Man's a top tier movie.
No, it's Demolition Man and that's one of the rules that we were talking about, because for its time, like when it came out, Demolition Man was like Terminator. Like Terminator 2 is still an amazing film. Lonzo Starr in the building. What's happening?
Yes. Terminator 2 is an amazing film, and it holds up to this day as a watchable film. Demolition Man is not a film I can go back and rewatch it and be like, this is entertaining. At the time when I was 12, 13 when that came out, that was fun. But going back now, I'm like, this is ridiculous, stupid, and not as enjoyable. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's still good. Like one movie that's gonna make my list.
God damn, I do now.
People know how I feel about that movie. It is a perfect film, especially from the casting to the soundtrack to the story and the villain. Come on now.
If you haven't guessed, he's talking about the Karate Kid.
Not even close. Karate Kid cannot touch Barry Gordy's Last Dragon. I don't care. I do not care.
All right. Jim Carrey in 23, which I don't remember what that was about.
23.
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember what 23 was. So I'll have to go back, Sean, and watch that. Snack God says Demolition Man is a top tier movie. Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes were top stars back then, and the movie holds weight to how our society is now. That is, on that, it does hold. It does hold.
Yeah.
As far as like the acting and all that, special effects, I can't say it holds up well. But an allegory to what our current state is, yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
What's been going on with you though, man? I know you got some. I know you've been doing some new art. I see you finally announced Saw 4. It's coming to Kickstarter. What's up with that?
All right, so Saw 4 has been in the works for like a month now, maybe 2. I mean, I had the script ready beginning of the year, but I was dealing with StarCore and other stuff, so that got pushed back. But yeah, StarCore is almost done. We have like 6 more pages of artwork to be completed, and then we've done the layouts for about 6 pages of Saw 4. I also have a variant cover that's already been done. I'm going to announce that and display that. And I'll be honest, when I got the artist to do this is one of my favorite artists.
I can show it right now.
No.
Since you spilled the beans on my joint, I feel like I should just share my screen and just show them the art because I've had it for a while now.
Did I show that to you? Wait.
Yeah.
Did I?
You did. Yeah, you
did. Did I show you? Well, crap. Did I? Well, see, this is why I don't have admin rights for you. So you can't display that. Hey, I don't remember showing that to you.
Lonzo say he needs some Acolyte art, Kyrun. I need to make it happen, bro.
Crap,
I don't know if you see it, so I got Kyrun to do my my very special variant cover artist edition. So it came out pretty good, and I colored it myself. So I'm trying to get more people get Kyrun on that cover art, man. It instantly sells.
Hey, Alonzo, why did I call him Alonzo? Alonzo, if you want to hit me up, I have some space open where I can do a commission. I still am working on some pages for Sean Barbour and our book together, I Drive for Cerber, which I think I have like 5 more pages to draw. So, Alonzo, if you want to hit me up, I could probably pull something out mid-August. If you're not in the time crunch, man, I can do it, man. Just let me know. But yeah, outside
we also have
what?
We also have a project coming up. Me and Kyrun. But
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. We spilling all the tea right now. Is that what's going on? We spilling all the tea?
I haven't even sent Kyrun the script. I sent them a layout. Outline for the script, but I haven't even put the script together or the character designs or anything. I just was like, "Hey, Kyrun, let's work on it together."
Was that what that image was though? You randomly sent me a picture with no context. You just dropped it in my message. I was like, "What is this?" And you never told me what it was for.
That's what it was for. You're supposed to know.
Okay, I figured that was for, but you didn't give me any information after that. Like even when I asked, "What is this for?"
If I send you a random picture at 3 a.m., know it's about comics. I'm not trying to I wouldn't just be randomly sending you stuff. I probably woke up and
do
was
that all the time.
This is a good idea. It's gonna be random, but it's gonna be purposeful. It's gonna have a purpose to it. I'm gonna wake up and be like, "Oh shoot, this would be a good idea. I need to send this to Kyrun." I do the same thing to Morgan and Wally also. So just welcome in. Yeah. Just welcome yourself into the inner circle. because that's just how it is when you work with me, man. I'm gonna send you random stuff, and you just got to figure out what it is.
I told my wife about you called me, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning my time, and you're like, Kyrun, wake up! It's 7 o'clock my time. You should be awake also. I was like, no, fool.
This is why you don't get your phone out to people.
I remember waking up and seeing I had a voicemail. I was like, who the hell called me that early? And I looked and I was like, Danny. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Man, just you got to expect the random 7 a.m., 4 a.m. Pacific time call. That's what
Anyways,
you get into dealing with me, bro.
Swear. All right, so yeah, I mean, like Danny said, we're working on the book together. I'm probably going to start that right after I finish the book for Sean. So
Nice.
we'll see how that turns out. Danny's got this crazy idea about some superhero guy named Super Guy, and I'm drawing because he's paying me for it, but I don't know how good it's going to be.
Hey, as long as it gets made.
It's going to get made one way or the other. It's going to get made. All right. What's going on here? Danny needs to up the Danny needs to up the Comcast Wi-Fi in the store. This is facts.
This is singular wireless Wi-Fi.
Damn.
Not even. It's actually Sprint, and the bad thing about it is like this area. So this area that I'm in is actually going through gentrification right now. So like they're supposed to be putting fiber optic in over here, but I feel like they purposefully have like legit, like this whole area is like a dead spot for cell towers and for internet, right? So
Okay.
I feel like they're purposefully not putting the resources into this area to drive people out so that they can prepare for the people coming in, because they literally are building a highway through here. They're building, like, the infrastructure is coming, but they're not giving people access to it yet.
So what you're saying is the area that they're have the worst Wi-Fi and internet connection. Is it predominantly black in that area? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's black and Hispanic all over here. But about 7 miles down the street, it's glorious. It's glorious over there.
All right. So is there any way we can move the shop 7 miles down the street, get you somebody?
It's too expensive. It's too expensive down there, bro.
There you go. You can come to Cali.
No. We've talked about y'all's prices out there. I will never leave the South if I can help it. Like, I will live in the South my entire life if I can. But my wife might have other plans for us.
Yeah. We're trying to find a house for my in-laws to live in. Mm-hmm. And we're like, a 3-bedroom right now is about $2,200 to rent.
To rent?
3-bed to rent. To rent.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know.
We were talking about that, me and my wife. Even down here, like, once the kids get out the house and stuff, we're thinking maybe we could sell the house and rent, because our plan is to be traveling more. Bro, nah, just I'd rather pay my mortgage off, mm-hmm. and just have somebody come take care of our house, like, every month. Make sure it's clean, there's no water leaking places. Cool, because the rent is ridiculous out here these days.
You need to buy one of those RVs and just travel the country, going from convention to convention, selling Ace Blade books and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, don't tempt me, because that sounds fun to me.
Wait, I could just see you driving around with a purple RV with the giant Ace Blade logo on the side. It'll be like the Madden bus.
Hey, I'll do it. Shoot. If my wife would do that, buddy, I'd be going from state to state. That's how Joe Lisi, he's an artist that he's another artist I'm trying to get cover for. But he does this huge, setup like 10 feet tall, 20 feet wide of just posters and banners that he does in his style. He's kind of got like a Scotty Young style.
Okay.
But he travels from convention to convention selling prints. So he did Heroes Con. Then he drove all the way to Colorado. Now he's like all the way. He's coming back on this. Like this, I think he's going to somewhere down in Miami or. But that's the life, bro. That's the life.
I couldn't do that.
Hey,
I could not do. I know people that do that. Like there's a guy I know, and that's all he does is he travels from different conventions, and I'm like, that's just too much, man. What's to say? Hey, bro, when did you get out of the army? I remember you showing me some early Ace Blade stuff. I've been wondering how you are. Hey, there you go. You famous, man.
Listen, out of the army for a minute. I got out in 2016, actually. 2016, I got out, but I started working for the VA, Department of Veterans Affairs. So, that time kind of transferred over. So, who is that though? Jeremy Gross.
Jeremy Gross.
What
Does that not look familiar?
Where I know you from?
Obviously from the army.
I mean, obviously from the army, but I was in Iraq. I was in Greensboro. I was in Kuwait. I went to South America. Like,
what part of South America?
We went to San Salvador to build a hospital out there.
Nice. That's one of my dreams. That's like my bucket list is to actually go to not necessarily South America, but it's Latin or Central America. Go to Belize, where my grandmother and my dad are from. So
nice.
All right, Jeremy said he got out in 2015. Good deal. He's still nursing from Greensboro. There you go.
Okay. All right. One of them 68 whiskeys out there. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, if you're in the area, man, come through the shop. I'm in Burlington. Come through the shop one day. Send me a message and come through. I'd like to catch up with you.
This is not Danny reconnect time, just so you know.
Yes, it is. Apparently, because we don't have a guest, so I told you.
And no one wants to come on to the show. Like no one said, "Hey, I'll hop on." We have people commenting, but no one wants to get. So
we're just hanging out, bro.
Hey, man.
Give it another 10 minutes. We'll just hang out and talk. This is a great podcast episode. Share my way into them with the 68 whiskeys. Hey, that specialist army, bro. We know how to do it. We get to where we want to get to. I'm on Church Street. I'll send you I got you. I'm gonna send you the stuff. Send me a DM either on YouTube or on Facebook. I'll send you the address. I got you.
This is the worst podcast episode ever.
No, it's not. It's good. We decided we found out some things about each other. We realized that you hate Jim Carrey, and we realized that we both have been busy with comic book stuff. We both have stuff coming out, and this has been an invigorating conversation. Like, I'm enlightened now.
Wait. How did we go to I hate Jim Carrey? I just said I do not like Jim Carrey in the Batman.
Jim Carrey should have never played the Joker or the Riddler, and he sucks at life. That's what I heard you say. Like, I'm sure if we rewind it back, those are the exact words that you said.
I hate you so much sometimes.
See, now you hate me. Now you hate me. I mean, we've done 30 episodes together. Now you hate me.
This is yeah. But see, this is probably how Morgan feels when he does top 5 with you. So I'm all right.
No, I think he hates Javon more than me. I think.
Wow.
I think he hates Javon more than me. Him and Javon. I'm usually the peacekeeper on top 5. Them jokers, they be going back and forth.
You're usually the punching bag on top 5.
I take
they
that.
Just double.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I like that. I like that as my I get it from my kids. They joke on me because I don't have any hair because I'm bald and I'm turning gray.
Okay.
A little overweight. So I'm punching bag at home, and then get on the weekly podcasts and get joked on there too. I've been a nerd my whole life. I'm used to it. I can take the punches. Like Captain America said, I can do this all day.
Wow, that was horrible. But thank you for bringing that back to comics. All right, so since we only have a few more minutes, let me ask you, what comics are you reading or have read recently?
Let me see. Recently, I've been reading. I recently read those What If Miles Morales books. There's a
Did you read
book
the Thor
called,
one?
I read the Thor one. It was probably the worst of the four, honestly, but it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. You know, I understood what he was trying to do, but it was over the top. It was over the top. So, but also there's an Image book called The War Bomb that came out by a local creator. And you know,
Local
wanted to check
to
that one out.
local to North Carolina?
I think he's from North Carolina. He signed in when the book came out down in Greensboro, which is you know, about 20 minutes from here.
Okay.
So then just Nubia. I've been trying to keep up with Nubia and the Milestone books. Static and Blood Syndicate is out now. So
Oh, you're
check
right.
those
I gotta go get that. Okay.
yes, go get those. Go get those. Even though, you know, they didn't accept me for the Milestone Initiative, I'll still support them.
I'm just letting that breathe. That look that you have right now.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
The sadness that was in your voice when you said that.
I must have spaced out. I don't know where I went. But yeah, check out you know, all the Milestone books. They're great. What you been reading? You been reading anything?
Now we're gonna go back and talk about Milestone. No, but you're right. You didn't get picked, but the people that did get picked, they're supremely talented. Not that you're not, but this isn't like people that got picked were worse than you in any way. They're at your level, if not some people better. But
yeah,
this wasn't like.
I'm happy for the folk that got. I mean, it was dope, but I'm still
It was just too much talent.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, see, my wife is calling me. Wife is calling. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
All right, you fill in. I'm
all right. So books I've been reading. We're gonna mute you. Books that I've been reading is I've actually been going back and reading Wayward, which is from Image Comics. It came out about 4 or 5 years ago by Jim Zub.
I gotta run real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta run. I'll be right back. Just put me on mute.
Can you come back with better Wi-Fi or something too?
Talk to the people. I'll be right back.
All right, whatever. All right, so anyways, Wayward is by Jim Zub. He's been a writer for Marvel Image Comics for a while. And this is a book that he came out with about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's about these group of teenagers in Japan that basically discover they have powers and they're ancestors from the different demons and gods of Japan and around the world. And it was pretty dope. I've gotten through chapter 2 so far, with the third chapter still haven't like maybe halfway through that. So I've been reading that. I've been reading Saga. I recently read an indie book called They Call Him Nobody, I think it was Nobody, which was by Braden Cox. It was from a Kickstarter, really well done. I highly recommend it if you want to get something that's, you know, different than maybe some of the other superhero stuff out there. I thought it was fairly well done. And Braden, if you're watching this, congratulations. I hope you come up with something in that genre again. You okay?
I'm okay. She's okay. There was a bug next door. She wanted me to kill it. This real life, man. This is real life. She literally.
This better be like one of them. Was this like one of those giant Australian bugs that was like?
Oh, it was a millipede. It was a little millipede on the floor, and she accidentally stepped on it. So she actually killed it. Stepped on it. She was like, "Come get it." Bro, it's weird. This is the life of entrepreneurship next door to your wife.
but you
Well,
love
you're
every
right,
moment of it. You love every moment of it.
for sure.
So yeah, that's what I've been reading. Danny missed all of it, so don't tell him what I read.
It's all right. I'll go back and watch it in the video.
Do you ever really watch our old videos? I don't.
Not really.
Okay, I was like, I don't think I've. Well, that's not true. I do go back because I have to edit for the podcast, but I don't like for entertainment go back and watch it.
No, I don't really. I watched the clip that you post. Well, when you post clips, you're supposed to be posting clips. But I would used to watch them on TikTok. But you stopped doing TikTok. Like for some reason, you don't want to do TikTok no more. So whatever, cool.
Wait, I've posted a TikTok almost every day this week. Have you not seen my
You
stuff?
reposted my TikTok. I saw that, but
Okay, but you don't see any of my posts.
I haven't seen a post besides that one probably in a month.
Okay, so there's something going on with my interactions and as far as TikTok because I don't see anything you've posted unless you tag me in it.
I remember you saying that you hadn't seen my stuff in a while.
See, so and I've like unfollowed and refollowed you just to see if it was like a glitch.
They ain't going algorithm, man. That's how they get you.
They don't like. Let me see. All right, I'm actually going back and looking at my. Besides the one, I posted one yesterday. Day before that, I posted one on the 4th of July. Posted two on the 4th of July. Posted the me inking. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I did see that one. I did see the one with ink and but
That's because I tagged you in that one.
Yep.
All right, man. I don't know. TikTok hates black people apparently, so that's get out of this.
Yeah, I think I probably have 1 million followers if I was some other race. But
all right, I think this might be a great time for us to move on to our quick takes portion of the show. Danny, do you have quick takes for me?
the homie Jeremy sent me a message already.
No one can see that with your dial-up connection, dude.
That's good. It's I don't know if you should see this.
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
He just sent me a picture of the good old days.
Okay.
No, but no, I don't got any quick takes. I just want to congratulate you, man. I'm proud of you for the hustle, for work.
Okay, wait. Just because you don't have quick takes on me, I don't have quick takes.
You don't have any quick takes.
Quick takes.
Let's go. Kyrun's quick takes. We're doing Kyrun's quick takes today. That's right. 5 questions. I'm not even going to put the timer, so it's not really that quick, but 5 questions I thought of before the show since you had no quick takes to go. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to answer them because I'm a jerk like that.
Sure.
I got these, not scouring your social media anyway, because I'm not a stalker like that. But these are just ones I came up with top of my dome. So let's go into it. Question 1. Wait, do you want a timer or no?
Timer, no timer. It don't matter. It's going to be quick. I know how to answer. Right. 20 seconds or less.
All right. Question number 1. What is your favorite comic that you own?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Jeez.
I thought you said you knew how to answer these.
I got a Kane number 1. I got a Kane number 1 back there. Still cover. I think that's my favorite Apple comic, and probably the one comic that I don't think anybody else has like in their collection.
Yeah, I don't even remember what Kane was. So
exactly.
All right. So all right. Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. No. Let me read. Hold on. All right. Question 2. What is the most valuable comic that you own?
Ooh, most valuable one. I have a My most valuable one is probably one that I assign the value to because it is.
No, you can't do no.
It's a Neil, but listen though, it's a
Okay.
Neil Adams
Ace
variant
Blade
cover of
sketch cover.
Ace Blade #1 that is signed by Stan Lee,
Okay.
and there's only 2 of them graded in the world. So
Okay.
to me, it's very valuable.
All right.
Probably more valuable than any of the mainstream books that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, it's Ace Blade. It's all about Ace Blade for you. All right. Have you ever gone back and actually like valued your collection at all? Like gone back and
No,
look at?
not really. I mean, like the stuff that I collect just because like it's most of it is it's mostly, it's terrible to say, but it's mostly black comics. So it's like I got static
Why is
number.
that
Like
terrible?
I mean, that's what I collect. That's what I like to have. But they're not, the value of them. The traditional value of them is not as high as some of the stuff that I have on the wall. Like I got Detective Comics, the first appearance of Robin, like the reprints up there, and those go for $40-$50. It's
Okay, I was
it's a
gonna say,
reprint.
wait, you had the original? That's the most valuable.
No, it's it's definitely a reprint. But I got 10 of them that my mom found.
Okay.
And there's a $50 reprint. It's a $50 book. So,
Nice.
but the most valuable black owned comic, like I got Static #1 back there. I got all the Milestone $1s. I got that King book. I got Bishop's first appearance. Stuff like that.
There you go.
And those are $20-$30 books. So, if that, but yeah, it's a passion.
Hold on. I gotta look that up. Bishop's first appearance. I have that book, but I want to see what that. It was 282. Okay, because I had the first appearance of Bishop, and I was a huge X-Men fan, and I had the first appearance of Jubilee.
Oh, really?
And right now, that issue is going on eBay for about $400.
Jeez.
But I have it signed by Mark Silvestri, the guy who drew the issue.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm like, yeah, man. But I never understood that. Like, it's always been a valuable book.
Yeah, Jubilee. Jubilee has some fans out there.
I guess so. But like, I'm looking at the first issue of Bishop, and you can buy it on eBay for like $20. I'm like, what?
Exactly. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I would say Bishop is a more popular character than Jubilee.
Yes.
So
at least in my mind, it is.
Why is that? Why is that the way that it is? I don't know, but
I don't know. All right. Anyway, question
But,
number 3.
Fun fact that I found out on TikTok, actually, Bishop was supposed to be Filipino. The creator of Bishop is a Filipino man who he was supposed to be Filipino, but his editor came in before they put colors in and was like, "Hey, can this new character be black?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So
Wills Portacio. He was like,
Yep.
And Wills Portacio is Filipino. He's like, hey, I wanted to have representation for my people. And Marvel was like,
nah, represent black people. Represent black. We need black representation.
We trying to get our black audience up here.
It's like worry about your people next time. But that's pretty cool.
And next time did not come until like 2-3 years ago when they had a Filipino character. Man.
Right.
What's up, Brad Arnie? All right. Question 3. We've talked about your favorite comic book. We talked about your most valuable comic book. What comic book would you want to own that you don't have, I guess?
Let me see. I want Storms. I want all the Storms comics. I didn't realize.
No, just one individual comic, not a whole run, just one comic. That's why I said what comic, not comics with S. Comic.
Well, if it's one comic, it'll be Storm #1. Like, I don't have a Storm #1, and it's not like a huge key or anything like that. But I just recently found out that Storm had a run, like a run of her,
like her miniseries.
Yeah, she had a miniseries.
So you want, out of every book that you can have with Stormer, you want the miniseries of Storm #1, not Giant Size X-Men #1, which was her first appearance, but the miniseries that she had.
I guess that would be a better own Storm first. But nah, I want Storm to get more. Like I want Storm to get more of her own shine because Storm is like one of the best mutants, one of the most powerful mutants ever created.
Alpha level. Yeah.
Alpha level mutant, and she just doesn't get the respect she deserves. I mean, at least they, in the newer stuff, her and Magneto are kind of head to head. They're kind of running things, but she need to get her own book, her own movie, stuff like that. I think that'll be cool.
I'm hoping with the Wakanda Forever movie coming out that we'll get a Storm appearance cameo, like how they had Professor X in Doctor Strange. Just throw her in there just for a scene and get everybody worked up. Like, it's Aurora. Like, you don't have to call her Storm. You just call her Aurora. And people be like, oh, it's on.
Or if she's the one who killed T'Challa, that would be kind of cool.
Now, why we got to say somebody killed T'Challa? Why can't we not recast T'Challa?
He's going to die. So, like,
why can't we not recast him? I will never understand.
Recast. I agree with you, but it's not happening. Why you have a paintbrush? What are you doing?
I'm painting my life as we talk. Okay. It's just a big piece of crap right now, but that's what I'm painting. All right, anyway. Question 4. We talked about your comics that you want, that you own, that's your most valuable. But if you were creating a comic, an Ace Blade comic, what art team would you want to do a variant cover for the Ace Blade? So like the artist, the inker, the colorist. If you could just pick anybody, who would you want to do a variant cover for you?
Well, I already got
money's no option.
Money's no option.
Money's no option.
I would like to get Brian Stelfreeze to do one.
Okay.
That's who I like. My next real like high shooting goal. We just got Daryl Banks to do one. Mm-hmm. But I recently got talked to Brian Stelfreeze at Heroes Con. Just briefly for a second. He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude, and I would like to get Stelfreeze to do an Ace Blade cover. I think that would be really dope. Just from top to bottom, pencils, inks, colors, everything. Him. I think that would be dope because he's just a master of the craft.
Now, if you got that, I'd want to see him do a watercolor of it.
Yeah, his watercolors.
He does amazing watercolors.
Yeah, he did a piece at Heroes Con because they always do a art auction on Saturdays, right? So he did a piece and donated it to the auctionists. They raised money for the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and the piece went for $5,000. Like his piece, it was Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, and there were some other characters in there too. I can't remember right now, but the piece went for $5,000.
It was awesome. A good choice. I did not think you would pick Brian Stelfreeze, but that was a good choice.
I love me some, Stelfreeze is amazing. Like I said, I was blessed to be able to get. Like I've had Neil Adams do covers. I work with a lot of, indie artists and stuff like that. But Stelfreeze is the one right now in my brain. I'm like, that's where my goal is set. If I can get him to do one,
All right, man. This is the final question, and I'm taking a cue from you. With doing. Hold on. Do you ever that having celebrity artists? Wait, but you're standing to a variant would feel less like a variant.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
The answer is yeah. I always worry about that.
Yeah. But it'd still be cool to do.
It's cool to do. Like the Neil Adams one, at the time, it was Ace Blade #1. It was the first comic, right? Just so happens, the co-creator of Ace Blade was working with Stan Lee to, he was one of the ones passing him books to sign stuff or whatever. So he, he was making some connections at shows. He was like, yo, why don't we just ask Neil Adams if he'll do one? What's the process to get a commission? He went and asked. He was like, it's going to be $500 or something like that. And then on top of that, whatever for, reprinting all that stuff. And I was like, cool, let's do it. So that first Kickstarter that we did for Ace Blade #1, pretty much all that money went to that. Like, went to get that variant cover, like, and to print the books. So, but yeah, it's it's one of them things, man. It's just like it's great to do. Now it's a piece of the history of Ace Blade. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the man just passed recently, so it's like it's I don't know, man. I think it's pretty cool, and to have like Daryl Banks do one. I got Kyrun who did one. Like now, my goal is to get other artists, artists to do them who have their own books. And Michael Watson's done one. We got Marcus Williams. Like I just think it's cool. So
I feel like I should read this for our podcasting listeners. So Chuck Pino in the chat said, "Do you ever worry that having celebrity artists way above your standing do a variant would feel less like a variant and more like a financial flex?" That's what we're talking about. And I honestly, for me, if I had to get an artist to do like a Saw variant, I'd want Adam Hughes. He's known for his women. He does amazing covers. And my what are we looking at? Dude, we can't see nothing with your janky Wi-Fi, right? What is that?
Are these Adam Hughes? Anyway,
I think that's Larry Stroman, isn't it?
No,
I can't tell. Or is that Alex Ross?
That's Alex Ross. That's who it is. That's who I thought you were talking about. No. Alex Ross.
Adam Hughes, amazing artist. He did Ghosts back in the 90s for Dark Horse. He's done Wonder Woman. He's done
I know you're talking about
Captain Marvel. But yeah, Chuck said he'll do one for us. Hey, man, Chuck, you want to do a cover? Let's do it, man. I'd be down. But I would love to have Adam Hughes do a cover. But then I realized, is an Adam Hughes cover or anybody of that stature financially worth it? Like, am I going to get enough people that say, oh my God, that's Adam Hughes? Even though I don't know what that character is, I want that book now because it's Adam Hughes to buy it. And I just don't think it is. Just on me. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
All right. Oh man. Okay. I got excited for a second. Yeah. Adam Hughes is absolutely dope. But and that's true though, because we printed, I want to say 50 of those Neil Adams comics. We had Joe Staton do one too. So we had Neil Adams and Joe Staton do covers. He's the creator of Killwall. He's done a lot of Dick Tracy back and like that. We had them do covers for Ace Blade #1. We probably sold 50 of them total, and we didn't reprint them. Like we never reprinted them because we're like, okay, move on to Ace Blade #2. You know what I'm saying? So, we're finally getting back to where we're going to reprint these things. And like now I don't know if it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they'll sell or not, but we're gonna have them available. So
like I know if I got like Jim Lee, maybe I'd probably be able to make that up. Rob Liefeld has a huge following that buy his stuff no matter what. But there are certain artists that are amazing, but I don't see their fan base that are that ravenous that will buy everything that they make. So that's why I don't reach out to celebrities and be like, hey, can you do this cover? I try not to. I try to stay in my lane a little bit on that.
Yeah. For me, it's really the fun of, for me, it's the fan part of it though. Like I enjoy making the comics, and it's just something that I would like, and you got to kind of enjoy the process of making it. So that kind of stuff kind of entices me to keep creating. Like I'm like, yo, if I can, make this connection with even with indie artists, like even with people who are on that, that next tier, like Sanford Green or somebody like that who is dope to, who lives in the area, but they about to have an HBO, they about to have a movie deal and all this stuff. Like they're doing it, and it's like, yo, I kind of want to make this part of the story, and it's just kind of fun and cool to do. So I don't know, man. Like I enjoy it. And I'm gonna keep doing it as long as my wife says it's okay.
All right. That was a long question 4. So we have one more question.
Oh shoot!
And just like you have recently been doing top 5s for everything on these, question 5 is gonna be a top 5. Now the basketball season just ended. Congrats to the Golden State Warriors, the Sacramento Kings of California.
Oh, wow.
But
terrible.
I want to know, who are your top 5 favorite basketball players? I know it's Michael Jordan 1 through 4, but who's number 5 then? Is it Rajon Rondo? Is that what it is?
My top 5 basketball of all time.
All time.
I would go LeBron. Well, all right, we'll go 5-1. I'll say Shaq for me. Shaq always the most fascinating player I've ever seen. I love watching him play. We're gonna go Allen Iverson at number 4. Just electric, changed the game of basketball. Number 3 is gotta be. Dang, number 3 stuff. I want to say.
Is it really?
I'm putting Larry Bird at number 3. Larry Bird at number 3 because Bird dominated for his time. Like he killed it. Jordan at number 2, LeBron at number 1, of course.
How you gonna put Larry Bird over Kobe Bryant, over Tim Duncan?
I went back and watched the game.
Charles Barkley.
I went back and watched the game. Larry Bird was that dude, bro. I went back and watched.
I get that. No, I have total respect for Larry Bird. He's a top 75 NBA talent. He's one of the best players of all time. But we're talking about top 5 players here.
Favorite. Yes, top 5 favorites. Favorites. Larry Bird was that. Like the stories that you hear today about players who played with Larry Bird are just as good as the Jordan stories that you hear. Like the you expected him to come in with his plumber mustache and not be able to play, but this dude was demolishing everybody all get out about it. So I gotta go with Bird at 3.
All right, man. I mean, it's your list. I can't down you on that. Bird did put in that work. You're right. He did. He put in that work. I'm not saying he can't play.
Who your top 5 favorite players then? Like, I don't even know any Sacramento Kings current players. So who would
it would be Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, Jason Williams, Peter Stojakovic, and Doug Christie. Come on. My top 5, it'd be Jordan. It'd be LeBron, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, and Shaq.
Kobe and Shaq.
And my team would demolish anybody.
I never liked. I don't think Kobe and Shaq could play on. Kobe and Jordan can play on the same team.
They probably can, but it'd still be a dope team. Wait. Kobe, no. Kobe will actually be willing to play with Jordan. He's willing to take that step back if he needs to. And Kobe played defense. So he slide into that Scottie Pippen role.
Very true. I can't put Kobe. I know people are, all about Kobe, but I didn't like Kobe because Kobe was a clone of Michael Jordan. Like I never liked Kobe. I respected Kobe's game. I respected his passion, but Kobe just wanted to do what Michael Jordan did. And that's a cool way to be, but you can't
Kobe
be
just
Michael
wanted
Jordan.
to be like the greatest player of all time, but I'm not gonna like him.
But like not a carbon copy. Like you gotta be yourself. You have to be yourself when you're playing basketball. Allen Iverson was himself. Shaq was himself.
But wait. Okay, wait. Allen Iverson was himself. No, wait. Okay, Allen Iverson was himself, but only because he was 6 feet tall. If that brother was 6'6", he would be Michael Jordan. And you cannot tell me that's not true. If he was 6'6", 6'7", he would have been Michael Jordan. No, he would have been Kobe Bryant because he had the same tenacity as Kobe. That's exactly the same thing. He was just shorter.
Kobe and AI. I give you that, but AI, even outside of basketball, the culture that AI brought into the game, like the braids and the tattoos and the baggy, all of that stuff. Like they put that on AI. Like it was like, okay, this dude is really from a different place, and he's conforming to what we want him to be. So, I just think that's kind of cool. Same thing with Larry Bird. He was, he was himself. He was cornbread. Like he was the standard white dude, but he was balling. He was killing it.
So, again, I'm not gonna put down Larry Bird because I agree he could play, but for you to say he's your top 5 favorite, that's hey man, whatever. I guess, man.
I like Bird, man. I like Bird.
I know. Now I have to go back and redo an Ace Blade cover with Larry Bird playing basketball 1-on-1 with Ace Blade.
He wasn't for one. I mean, he's not.
I don't care. I want him to go against Ace Blade.
But
All right. We'll have Ace Blade dunking with Larry Bird in the background, just waving the towel. Is that good?
I love it. Hey, I'll take it.
All right, man. Well, this has been a good episode, even though it was not what we had initially planned on. Melissa White, if you actually go back and listen to this, we'd love to have you on. Hopefully someday. But she hasn't done anything on social media in a while, so hopefully she's okay. But I guess, Danny, where can we find you, all your work at, all that good stuff?
If you want to find me, you can find me here at Fourth Productions in Burlington, North Carolina, or you can search the web for The Ace Blade on social media, or head up our website, fourthwallpros.com. Kyrun, where can people find you?
You can find me on social media at Taurus Comics, Taurus Comics. Or you go to my website, tauruscomics.com, pick up all my books. And if you happen to go to your comic book store and they have Exciting Comics issues 25, pick it up, support my series. My book is in that from Antarctic Press, so go check it out. But if this is your first time checking out the Four Tales podcast, come back in a couple weeks. I honestly have no idea who we're supposed to have on in 2 weeks. I haven't looked at the schedule. But don't shake your head at me. It's been a long couple of weeks.
I come do my job. I show up almost on time, and I talk for the entire time. I do my job. You're supposed to know the schedule.
All right.
Y'all, Kyrun, you're fired.
All right.
I got to bring in.
Actually, I just looked at. We have nobody listed for the 23rd of July. So, hey, if you want to be on the show 2 weeks from now, our regular show time is 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. If you want to be on the show, hit me up on social media. Go to our website, fourtalespodcast.com. That's the number 4, TALES podcast.com. We will get you on the show and hopefully have a good time. But until then, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
Music provided by my brother, Quicks Made It. Find him online in YouTube, Instagram, and SoundCloud.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.